The moment has arrived. The Snow White reviews are in. The embargo is over, and we go straight to the tomato meter. Guesses whether this is fresh or rotten. I'm going to go rotten. I haven't looked until this moment. Here we go. It's at 46% with 46 reviews. So already rotten. Chances are it will remain rotten. Not surprising, right? A lot of people going into this with agendas, with biases, and the expectations that they carry in. We're not going to do that tomorrow night when we do it live, but, a lot of critics do that. Just fair warning, we are objective. Always have been, always will be. Some of the reviews here at 46%. Moira McDonald, rotten. The end result is neither good enough to be classic or bad enough to be a guilty pleasure. It's just there. David Crow of Dan of Geek, rotten. At times, Zegler seems to channel a little of that 30s starlet spunk in the old standards, injecting a touch of Ginger Rogers to Whistle While You Work, but it's Broadway-level talent being asked to do little better than greet theme park guests. I like that review. David Crow, nice job by you. Pete Hammond, fresh, always fresh. The guy he's kind of a shill, right? I mean, he works for Deadline. They have so many pieces on Hollywood. You don't want to get the studios pissed. He's fresh here. Snow White isn't going to make anyone forget the cherished childhood memories of the one that started it all for Disney. But this one is certainly enough to make you whistle while you watch. Let's go to another rotten. Allison Wilmore, the most pragmatic aspect of Snow White is that with its plasticky set design, that's not good, and gift shop tacky costuming, it already looks like it takes place in a theme park. No adaptations necessary. Yikes. Fred Topple, United Press International, fresh. While it may only be the second or third best live-action Snow White, it's the one of the better Disney live-action remakes. But, right, what's that saying? There's been so many bad ones. Dumbo. A lot of you did not like Little Mermaid. I didn't hate it. But there hasn't been a truly great one, has there? So to say it's one of the better doesn't say much. Liz Shannon Miller of Consequence. At the end of the day, the best parts of Snow White are the parts that feel genuine, real, and authentic. If only there were more of those. And less screen time spent dancing in the realm of mind-breaking absurdity. I can't wait to watch this movie. It's going to be a blast. You know it. Petrana Radovic. Every character and subplot feels like it was brought in from a different movie. Ooh. While each of them has some potential, they're working against each other in one tangled mess of a movie. Rotten. Brian Orndorff, fresh. Remains an entertaining picture, led in part by Zegler's impressively sincere performance, and gives us sometimes slack offering real heart backed by a powerful voice. B-. Owen Gleiberman, fresh. From Variety. The chirpy, vivacious, just romantic enough to get by Snow White proves to be an exception to the rule. Let's go another negative. Someone that we trust. Oh, God, that's hard. There's so few that I trust. Dan Murrell, I know he's a big YouTuber, right? I know a lot of you watch him. A muddled, confused, puzzling film that's yet another example of Disney's overall lack of creative direction or any idea of what its various divisions actually want to be doing. 5 out of 10. Yikes. Robbie Collin, he's crazy. This guy is all over the place. He's given it a 3 out of 5. That guy's gave a 5 out of 5 to something that was really bad. Remember a few months ago, what was it? 5 out of 5. We're like, wait a second, Robbie Collin, we don't trust you anymore. It's a sampling here. I'll hit refresh and see where we're at on the number. It was at, 46. Now it is at, let me go back because this is just loading in new ones. 46 on 46. It has not updated the number, but it's so far so bad for Disney, as this film is going to be in big trouble, right? We'll talk about it tomorrow night on the live breakdown, the evaluation as we do that, and also the box office. But there's a lot of these screenings that are empty, and that is bad news for Disney. They need this thing to bring in serious cash globally to try to break even. This film's going to lose them money. We already know that. Question is how much money, right? We'll discuss that at length coming up tomorrow night live on the MMT evaluation. That's Thursday night, those of you watching this in video form. And we will have that for you, as always, live here from the City of Angels. We'll see you tomorrow night for Snow White, the MMT evaluation live.